Real Estate Wholesalers Club. Do you want to get to your first deal? Do you? I want you to get you to your first deal. And that's what the Real Estate Wholesalers Club is all about, is getting you to that shut up money. You might have seen our logo out there and about, and it's a big shut up mouth. It's like, but it's not shut up at all, because the shut up money is not about, you shutting up. It's about you telling all your doubts and all your fears and all the haters, all the bill collectors. Okay. That's partly what I mean when I say haters. I mean, those bill collectors. Tell them, hey, shut up. What I got going on, it works. Okay. It does work. When you get to that shut up money, you're going to be able to tell all that garbage going on between your ears about, can I do this, and can it work, and can it be true? Can it be true for me? Absolutely. It can be true for you. We're all about doing that right here. I love working with folks that are just getting started. I love your zeal. I love your passion. I love the desire to learn and grow. It excites me. It gets me excited. I had a guy call me. He didn't call me. He's a one-on-one student of mine. But he texted me on Thursday, I believe. Yeah, it was Halloween. And we had a 6:00 appointment. And my last call for the day was at 4:30, except for this 6:00. And I said, hey man, could I move you to Monday? And I'm just going to call off the rest of the day since it's Halloween and everything. And he said, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. He said, but I really am excited about this. I really, really want to, I want to jump in as fast as I can. And that's why I'm trying to push the tempo. I said, dude, you got a 6:00 appointment tonight. I got a 6:00 appointment tonight. Let's do it. Let's all right, because he inspired me. Okay, he made me want to push a little harder. All right, so I really enjoy working with you guys, and I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the Real Estate Wholesalers Club. Thank you for supporting me. Okay, I probably don't say it enough, but thank you for supporting me here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thanks for joining us over on the Facebook group. Everybody that participates, it's really, really, really spectacular. I really appreciate it. And in fact, right now, I'm going to share this video as we're moving forward here. I'm going to share it with the Facebook group, guys, so that you over there can get a hold of it and jump on in. We have a pretty good viewership here, and I'm very, very thankful. Very, very thankful. Okay, there we go. We took care of the housekeeping. All right. So anyway, thank you for being a part. Thank you for supporting. Today is the live broadcast Q&A. All right. So we want to do some questions and answers. If anybody out there has questions, you want to call in, or you want to, put it in the chat, probably would even be better. And then we could definitely answer some of those at least. And, it's all about you. It really is all about you, all about you. We want to help you. So join in the chat with your questions and we will answer. But today is special. And why is today special? Well, I don't do this every Saturday, but here's what's up today. All right. During the month of October, we have 4 weeks of mastering the seller phone call. That's right. Picking up the phone, knowing what to do, knowing what to say, knowing what the score is, right? Knowing who you are. Okay. That's really what, come on, guys. This is really what it's about. Knowing who you are. All right. You know why a lot of you aren't very good on the phone, or what you'd call confident on the phone, what I call confident on the phone as well, is because you just haven't made that mind shift. You've seen me do it, and I'm going to have to do it again probably here. No, forget the hat thing. But where, like, I turn the hat around. So I'm wearing the hat, and then I turn the hat around like this. I flipped the switch. I got that from the movie Over the Top, the arm wrestling movie with Sylvester Stallone. It's like 25 years old or whatever. Anyway, yeah. So flip the switch in your mind, guys. Flip the switch in your mind. Know who you are before you pick up the phone. Okay. You are a real estate investor, not a telemarketer, not a random salesperson working on credit card services, not somebody trying to give a cruise away that costs $169 plus. Okay. You're not doing that. You are a real estate investor. You can get on the phone, you can qualify or disqualify a prospect in less than 3 to 5 minutes, and you can get on with your life. Now, here's the thing, or you can get on with a deal, one of the two. All right, knowing who you are, flipping the switch. We are doing 4 weeks of talking about the mechanics of this conversation in October. And so this Saturday, next Saturday, probably, and probably the Saturday after, or maybe just this Saturday and next Saturday, or maybe just this Saturday this month. I don't know, because I've got some great guests that want to come on, by the way. So if you want to find some, if you want to, see some great content coming out, man, catch these guests that are coming on. I've got a guest I'm trying to get on. His name is Bucky Beeman. I saw him. You probably heard me mention him when we had our guest on a couple weeks ago, Steve. And he mentioned that he had been on, or I mentioned that he had been on a podcast with Bucky Beeman. Bucky Beeman's like this young guy. He's definitely, he's like definitely a millennial, maybe even Generation Z. Is that right? I don't know. He's a young guy, but super sharp, super talented, and has lots of really, really good things to say. So we're going to have him on. I'm also considering having this a lady from Canada on who does remote wholesaling. Okay. And I think you guys really, really will benefit from that. She's a very unique character as well. She just started a Facebook group recently called Remote Investing Made Easy, I think it is. Okay, anyway, we might have her on. Oh, but guess what? On the 18th, the Monday night, this is our 4th session of the 4 weeks of Mastering the Calls on Monday nights that I was telling you about. Guess who we have? I'll give you one guess. And I'll give you one clue. That's right. None other than the great Mr. Claude Diamond himself will be on the 4th session of this Mastering the Phone month of October, Monday the 18th, 7 p.m. Central Time. Do not miss it. Guys, check it out. He is going to handle the topic of overcoming objections and answering questions. Woo! I can't wait. If you don't know who Claude Diamond is, then you need to go to YouTube and type in Claude Diamond and go check out some of his videos. Go to claudediamond.com, get a free book, put I Love Justin in there, okay, and get a free book. All right. He is awesome. He is truly one of the greats, okay? And he's not somebody that just showed up on the scene recently. He's been around for a long time. He's one of my mentors and one of my coaches. And what I do, you will see a lot shadows things that he does. And that is because I'm learning from him, Yeah. See, I don't just believe in one-on-one coaching for me, doing it for somebody else. I don't just believe it like that. All right. I participate in it as well. And, it's worth it. I believe in it. Okay. So, when I have coaching calls with Claude Diamond, I talk to Claude Diamond. Okay. I don't talk to some virtual assistant in the Philippines. Okay. That goes through an interview sheet and gets questions, and then he'll email me answers or some crap. Okay. It ain't like that. All right. When I ask questions, he gives me direct, straight answers. Okay. And he role plays with me, just like I role play with you. Okay. I know I get off track, guys. I get to talking and can't stop. So, but anyway, today, I said, that's how I was going to start out. I was like, today is special. 20 minutes later. Okay. Today is one of those days when I am going to call some seller leads if you got them, right? Call them if you got them. Right. I used to work in a bar. Okay. All right. I did. You know, funny thing, I was a cocktail waitress. I was bad at it. And one night, one Saturday it was, I got upset with a customer, and I told him he could go to some other bar or club. He didn't have to be here. In other words, I threw his ass out. Turns out it was the prosecuting attorney for Jackson County at the time. I didn't know that. And management gave me a call. They said, if you want to be somebody that throws people out of bars, then you can be a bouncer. So then they made me a bouncer. Well, can you imagine that? No. I don't know what the point is, man. I got off on that, but anyway, yeah. You're gonna definitely get a lot out of this 4 weeks. If you can track me in my stories, my bunny trails. All right, guys. Anyway, I want you to be good at this stuff. All right. I want you to be really, really good at it. I want you to learn it. I've learned it myself. See, I wasn't born with this. I had to learn this too. I had to come up. Okay. You can come up. You can definitely come up. All right. And I see a lot of folks out there trying to come up, and they get distracted here and there. Today, let me just get it out. I'm going to call some seller leads. I see some stuff in the chat here. Yeah. Hey, Clint from Toronto. What's going on, man? Do I have an intake sheet for new prospects? Yes. Not sure what. You'll have to unmute and ask me that if you can, Greg, or was that James? And man, chat's just flying, guys. I love you. Thank you for being a part of this show. You guys, honestly, I swear to God, I really believe this, that this is probably becoming, if not already, one of the most prevalent real estate weekly live shows that there is. I mean, we really we're on numerous platforms with it. And you guys are just making it what it is. God, look at this. You love putting things in the chat, and man, it really, it gets me stoked. I love it. Look at all these people wanting to say something, man. I love it. Thank you. I've got to scroll up. I've got to scroll up now because I thought I saw a question that I was like about to answer. Okay. Yeah, ask me about that intake sheet. If you can, unmute your mic and let's talk about it, because I'm not clear on what prospect you're talking about. Okay, but I do have intake sheets, brother. All right, and I will freely share. A lot of this stuff's already available at realestatewholesalersclub.com in the files of the free training modules. Okay, so check it out. Okay, yes, if you want to send some leads for me to call, go ahead and put them in the chat here in the Zoom room, please. Only in the Zoom room, please. We don't want anyone's, phone numbers getting put on blast on public chat forums and so on and so forth. So in the Zoom room only, please put the seller's phone number. And if you have an address, that would be fine. I would appreciate it. If you guys ever watch Claude Diamond do it, he'll tell you, don't tell me anything, just the phone number. Man, he's pretty good. I'll tell you what, I've tried it that way. Hey, you guys, you know what, this stuff, you're not having fun with it. If you're not doing it, it's because you ain't made it fun yet. All right, you got to somehow make it fun. Right now, you guys are looking at it like the damn movie 300. Okay, you're right. And this is Sparta, and you're gonna go against this insurmountable odds. Okay, I feel like that's kind of like the same stress level that you guys put yourselves in when it comes to phoning. But see, I play around with it, man. I have fun with it. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try one. and not know the address. Okay. And I'm gonna try to do what Claude does and see if I can pull it off. And actually, I'm not that good at that. I would rather have an address. So anyway, if you want to throw a lead in the chat, go ahead, and I will call it with or without address. Oh man, I'm putting myself out there right now. Okay, I just said I would do one. I'll try one without an address. If you just want to throw a phone number up there, let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it. And we'll just go naked like that. Naked, no info. Somebody's talking about what kind of pajamas they're wearing here. Let's see here. 300 pajamas. That's a lot of pajamas to wear. Or is that a brand name? I'm not sure. Oh, you guys are having fun in here too. Okay, yes. James has some leads. Oh, I see a lead coming in. Hold on, guys. All right, I'm not gonna call 100 leads, y'all. All right, I gotta put my hat on. Now I'm gonna turn the switch. It like rips my skull apart. Justin, do you always do this? Do you always wear the hat and flip it around? No, I don't. I don't always do that. You know what we need to do before we do a call, though? You guys are like, oh, look at him putting it off. I'll do anything but this. Anything. Okay, no, not really. But what we need to do is I need to warm up. You know how you warm up? Role play a little bit. Hey, if you're in the VIP club, how much is the VIP club? Well, it's like, call me and I'll let you know, but it's super cheap. There's a couple different ways to do it. It's $100 for a lifetime, or it's like $25 or something a month or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Call me. All right. Here's the thing. If you're in the VIP, there's no excuse for not role playing. You got dudes in there who are chomping at the bit to role play, right? They will do it. Kelly Johnson's watching. Kelly Johnson would do it. Okay. He would role play with you. All right. And he'll be the guy calling too. Not just you, being the guy calling. All right. So if you're in the VIP, there's no excuse for not role playing. But here's how you warm up. You role play. You might need to even role play with yourself. Okay. Oh shit. All right, guys. Role play with yourself for reals when you're driving down the road in your car. All right. But right now, what we need to do before is I need to warm up. Let's role play. Let's role play. I want somebody to call me though. Anybody want to be brave enough on the live show to be the caller and call me? That's gutsy. Yeah. That would be what Claude would call gutsy. Anybody want to volunteer to be the caller on the role play? I'll be nice to you. All right. Anybody want to let me be the caller and be the homeowner? Somebody want to be the homeowner? You guys, come on. I see a mic coming on.
Big J.
What's going on, Clint?
Good to have you here. Good to be here. Very happy.
What's the temperature over there in
It was about 5 degrees early this morning. 5 degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit.
Okay, but 5 degrees Celsius?
Yeah, 5 degrees Celsius. 5. Find out what that is.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, good question. I'll tell you right now. That is.
Might as well have said it was Royale with cheese. I'd be like, oh, okay. The metric system. Guys, I'm sorry. Hey, we derailed on that. Let's role play, man. Will you role play with me, Clint?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, dude. That sounds
5 degrees is 41. There we go. 41 Fahrenheit.
Okay. Okay.
You know Fahrenheit, right?
Yep. What'd
Oh,
you
you
say it
think?
was? Yeah, I'm sorry, my speaker cut out. What was it?
There we go.
40?
41 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh, that's about what it is here, I think. Maybe a little chillier here. Man, well, we're like the new Canada with this climate change stuff.
That's a no thanks from California.
Hey, oh yeah, what is it like out there, man? LA? Are you LA, right?
Yes, sir. It's kind of chilly right now. It's about 70. I got my jacket on.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. 70, and you got a jacket on.
Sitting poolside.
Oh, and you're by the pool. Is anybody in the pool?
I just made
No.
that up, Justin. I don't know if he's sitting poolside or not.
I see where you're coming from, Clint. All right. Hey, I want to thank everybody that just wow, man, you guys are just coming in hot and heavy today in the chat. And then also we've had several people pop on the Zoom room, man. All right. I'm guessing everybody's got leads and they're like, pick me, pick me, pick me. I want my lead called, please. You know, remember when we were, they probably don't do that in school anymore, but it's like when the teacher would say, I need a volunteer. And everybody was like, yeah, me. That's what I feel like. All right. Sorry, guys. I know I'm silly. I have fun with life. Somebody said you're the most relaxed and easygoing dude. What was it? Happy and relaxed dude. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. I mean, you know,
You took a survey.
I did, and then I took a fucking survey.
Just to make sure.
Right, I did. Just to make sure everybody knew I'm the happiest mother. No.
Just to confirm general consensus.
Oh God, that's hilarious, Clint. Thanks for bringing that up, man. That is funny.
I got a kick out of it. I'm like, there we go. We're getting general consensus on this. I already knew it.
What was that, like 11 o'clock at night in the VIP room?
Could have been. Yeah, it could have been something like that.
Oh gosh, we have fun with it, man. I do really believe that, Clint. If you're not having fun with this stuff, and if you're not doing it and you're not making it fun, are you going to keep doing it? Not probably.
Probably not. Probably
No.
not. You'll die out if you're not having fun.
So it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to get the jitters, to have a little anxiety. It's okay to be, you know, all of that. But can you make it fun a little bit? Can you flip the switch like they, like the movie?
Stallone?
Yeah, like Stallone. Can you flip the switch and get into work mode and have fun with it a little? Yeah, so I've learned to do that. And I don't know, I bet, you know what I would like? You guys ever watch Bombardi on YouTube? It's not even a real estate thing. It's like a body language reading, you know, like where they read the speaker. Like, let's say President Trump is doing an interview, then they'll go through and they'll be like, oh, well, he put his head down here and his eyes shifted to the left, of fidgety fingers, you know, scratched his ear. All of these things indicate that may be a truth or an untruth or what have you. You guys ever seen any of that stuff?
I've never heard of it, but it's Bombardi. That's the channel.
Yeah.
Or that's the actual
that's the
name that
lady's
describes
name.
what they're doing.
That's the lady's name.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But anyway, if I would like to see if somebody like that could go through my videos when I'm doing live calls and detect the exact moment that I flip the switch mentally due to my body language. I wonder if that's possible, because I swear it happens.
I swear it happened when you started dancing in one of your videos, buddy.
Yeah, I do dance in my videos.
Right in the middle of one of your phone calls.
I will dance. I will dance on a phone call. Yeah. Yeah. You guys ever watch Wolf of Wall Street?
That's mandatory viewing.
Yeah, they did some creative movements while they were on the phone too sometimes.
That's right. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I think they were having fun with it, you know, and that's the point. So you got to have fun with it. Let's role play, man. We were going to do that. So let me warm up here, guys. Let me warm up. Let me stretch a little bit. Warm up. Get in the flow. Ring, ring.
Let me just know what type of a call it is, just so I know.
Man, you just make up something.
Well, I'm just going to answer the phone then. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Right. Yeah. Hello. This is Justin. I'm calling about I believe it's a piece of real estate that you have for sale. Is that
Yeah, I've got a property listed on Zillow right now. You're right.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, my I feel a little bit dumb about this, but my partner, he gave me your phone number, but he didn't write the address down. Would you be willing to share that with me? He said I definitely would be interested in this, and so
Yes, sir. It's 69 Toad Road,
69 Toad Road,
Missouri.
Missouri. Okay, I think.
Are you familiar with the area?
Oh yeah, I've been up and down Toad Road a couple times.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about, man. Anyway, yeah, okay, well, great. I appreciate it. You know, my like I said, my partner gave me this number, and he said I'd be interested in the property. Thank you for the address. I'll take a further look at it. But what I do want to do is I want to ask you a few questions while I have you here on the phone, and perhaps you want to ask me a few questions. And you know, if what we're talking about doesn't seem like a solution that'll work for you, it's okay to just go ahead and tell me no right away. I'm looking to do something pretty quick, and so you can just fire me if it's not a good fit. Is that fair?
That's absolutely fair. Sure, let's shoot.
All right, guys. You see what I just did? I just did what is called the agenda. Okay, so I set the agenda. I set myself as an authority figure. I made them believe, right? I hope that I'm not a telemarketer. Okay. I'm not some guy that's calling to sell them a package deal of something. I'm definitely not a politician calling. Okay. So, you know, the agenda, very important to establish your position, who you are, why you're calling, and to lay out a roadmap. Okay, we talked about this a lot on Monday, just a few days ago. So go check it out, the video, if you want to learn all about the agenda section. And this coming Monday in 2 days, we're going to talk about the next section, which is the qualification section or the questioning section. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and jump back right into the role play.
Yeah, Clint is the politician. He sounds like the politician.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Man,
Please just vote for me.
He's got a smooth voice.
You can trust me.
Hey, we're talking about Clint Digital Velvet Cooper.
Oh dear, here we go.
Hey, that's the nickname I gave you the other day, Digital Velvet. I like it, man.
Good, I like it.
That's your
I'll
voice,
try and live
man.
up to the term.
Well, you know, I think it's a good problem to have. I mean, you sound good. All right, let's go back into the role play. All right, you agreed to the agenda. Okay, perfect. I'll just move forward into the role play. Hey, sir, how long have you lived here at the property?
9 years. 9 years in April.
Oh, wow, 9 years. I bet that place feels like home. How could you want to move now?
You know, I've got grandchildren that are about 2 hours away. So we're thinking of moving. If we can get the right price for the house, we'll let it go. If not, I can hold on to it. I may want to hold on to it. I may have a family member that may even want to rent it out for me. What are you looking to be? What are you looking to do? Are you looking to buy in the next 30 days, or what are your thoughts?
You know, actually, I'm kind of more in a rush than that, and I would love to do something today. Really, I'm going to do something today, and you know, hopefully, this is the one. But you don't seem like you're wanting to do something right away. Is that right?
I could move, or I could just hold. I'd like to get my price. I listed it for $250. Of course, I've listed it with a realtor. That's expiring in the next 8 days, I believe. And if it doesn't go, which it probably won't go for $250, then I'm going to really have to go back to the drawing board and make a decision on whether I want to lower the price, I want to sell it at a rock bottom price, or whether I want to rent it out to a stranger or even a family member. So these are all options that I have available to me.
Yeah, I understand. And yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What did you say what you thought the property would be worth if it were appraised?
I thought it would be worth 250, but the market's telling me different. The market's telling me it's worth considerably less based on the amount of
Okay.
offers, which
Yeah.
are 2 offers, and they were flimsy offers.
Yeah. Well, I'm a real estate investor. I'm looking to get my next investment deal. And, I don't, honestly, how am I going to make money on this?
I'm not sure how much. Let me ask you, how much could you afford? What do you think? And
Well,
when could you close?
I'll tell you what I think I know that I can't give you cash today what you're asking for it, and I'd like to do something today, but I can't really do that and make a profit. So what I'd like to do is what I could do is I could give you what you're asking, if you would allow me to rent it for 2 or 3 years before I buy it from you. Is that something that would be comfortable for you, or probably not?
So who owns the house when you rent it? And do I have a guarantee that you're going to buy it? And how does that all work? I'm not familiar with this.
Oh yeah, those are great questions. And yeah, you're the owner of the home, sir, until somebody buys it from you. So no problems there. You're in the driver's seat. And as far as a guarantee goes, we will draw up the paperwork where there is a time limit on it. There's a good plan to be able to purchase the home in that time, but I don't really have a crystal ball. There might be another 9/11 or something that comes up, but so there's no real guarantees other than death and taxes, they say. But we can make this a really positive. Make you confident in it, and make the situation positive, like it's going to work, and then I believe it will.
Let me ask you, if I'm looking to sell now, which is my top objective, how closely could you come to 250? And in what time frame?
Well, yeah, no, I'm willing to
just
go.
going with that original option.
What option do you mean, sir?
The buy now option. Is that even possible? And how close to
yeah,
250?
well,
let's say it comes off the market, which it will. Let's say my contract expires with the realtor I have in place. Do you think you'd have any interest in purchasing this property in the next 30, 60, 90 days? And if so, how close to 250 do you think you could come?
175. Is that something that works for you?
175. That's low. What about 210, 220? What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to make a profit there. I like the idea, though, of me being able to give you the 250 that you're asking for in 24 to 36 months. Would you be willing to do something creative like that, or it sounds like no?
I'd probably have to talk that over with my wife. She's the chief decision maker over here. She's the boss. I'm the employee around here. I'm the slave, believe it or not.
Yeah. Well, how about this? I'll take a look at the property a little bit more online. You visit with your wife, and if you give me your email address, I'll send you my letter of intent, and it'll be a great place for you to have discussion, a great tool for you to have discussion with your wife, maybe a help. And then also it'll be a place for us to jump off talking again tonight at 8:30.
Okay. And what email are you going to send me?
I want to send you an email that's my letter of intent. It's
Gotcha.
basically just a letter that expresses my interest and desire, and a little bit of an explanation about what I'm talking about. And then we can revisit this topic at 8:30 tonight if you're available then. Does that seem right?
I could do 8:30. Yeah.
Okay, great. At 8:30, if you and the missus are comfortable with everything and I've answered your questions and everything seems good to go, what happens next?
I have really no idea what the wife's going to say. She's not familiar with this type of arrangement. I've never actually heard of anybody renting out my property for 2 to 3 years and then potentially buying it. This makes me a little bit nervous, so I'd be interested to see what the details of the contracts say.
Yeah.
I'm just not. Have you done this before? Is this a one-time deal? And did you create this idea, or are you? I'm just not familiar with it.
I wish I had created this idea. No, this idea is not my idea. It's been done. A lot of real estate investors, I would say probably most, do creative things from time to time in their acquisitions and dispositions. And so, you know, this is just one thing that's been done. Actually, it's been done for, I would guess, maybe a couple hundred years. That's what I'm guessing. It's been a very long time. It's very simple, sir. It's just a lease and then a purchase agreement. That's it's a lease purchase. Sometimes
lease
people
purchase.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
So-
you would live in the house for 24 to 36 months. At the end of 24 or 36 months, you would promise or contractually be obligated to pay me the 250,000. Is that the idea?
Well, actually, a couple things about that I want to clear up with you. I'm not planning on living there. I'm a real estate investor. Okay, so I'm not looking for a place to reside. I'm looking for an investment property. And so, with the opportunity at hand, what I want to do is I want to put some good people in there that will take care of the place. They will make the payment, and they will qualify for the note in a reasonable amount of time, less than the 24 to 36, hopefully, you know. So, yeah, does that seem unreasonable to you, or probably not?
Not unreasonable, but now I really have to give it even more thought. I got to explain this to my wife that you're coming in. I'm not even sure how you make money on this deal because it sounds like you're not actually going to buy it at any point. So I'm not totally clear on where you stand to gain. And that's a concern to me as well.
Yeah, actually, I make money from the tenant buyer that moves in. They pay me directly for sourcing a property deal like this, and then you know, helping them get into a situation with you with it via the paperwork. So yeah, does having someone in your home, it seems like it's a turnoff? You know,
It's not a turnoff. I just want to get a clear understanding of if I'm able to vet this person. Who are they? Are they a family? Is it a single tenant buyer? Is it a guy? Is it a 19-year-old kid? I really need to know a lot of information about who might be rolling into my home for 2 to 3 years. It's a big commitment.
yeah.
And at this point, I've never actually heard of this strategy. So I'm a little bit leery, but I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, I totally agree, and it is different, and I would probably feel the same way. You know, I might have even fired me by now. You know, I told you that you could tell me no at any time, and you know, if it's something that doesn't fit for you, it doesn't fit for you, and that's okay. I would like to go ahead and send you the information, and we can talk again tonight at 8:30 if you'd like, or we can just go ahead and say we're done now. It's up to you.
I'm good with looking at your email. I'm good with talking it over with my wife, and I'm good with reconvening at 8:30 tonight if you're available.
Okay, that sounds great. I'll get it right over to you.
Sounds great. Thank you very much for your call.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. All right, good. He tried to beat me up there, didn't he?
A little bit.
He came close.
A little bit, but you kept pushing me off, actually. You kept almost acting like the deal was done or no deal. And so I was giving you I was trying to give you a faint ray of hope.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing that on purpose, man. You know, I was trying to take it off the table a couple, 2 or 3 times, because if you're not willing to try to reach out and keep it on the table, then we're done anyway. You know what I mean?
Very true. Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's really.
Justin, so can I ask you a question right quick?
Yeah.
So on a real call, do you think you'd have been on the phone that long?
Oh, no.
I think Clive, he would have realized and got off of it.
Yeah. I would have gotten off of it too a long time before. And the reason why I didn't on that particular one was because he was throwing at me some pretty steep resistance, I felt like. And I thought it would be good for you guys to hear it. So, but normally, yeah, man, when the timer runs out, unless I'm real close to the info I want, you know, I'm getting out of here. I mean,
moving on, huh?
he's not going to work with me on price, so it can't be a cash deal. Hey, thanks, Steve. Steve, our guest from a couple weeks ago, he said, "Nice work, brother." On it, I think he was talking about another section of it. Man, actually, I felt like that role play sucked. Man, I felt like I was horrible, but that was a great warm up, wasn't it?
It was a great warm up. You did
Yeah.
fantastic. And I'll tell you, by the way, I listened to a few calls on YouTube for lease option deals. And one of the questions that was asked was the exact question I asked. So that's why I threw it at you, which is,
Yeah.
how do you make money? I actually heard that in a
Yeah.
live call, not a role play call.
Yeah, typically my answer to that is that's an excellent question, Mr. Homeowner. I make money from the tenant buyer that I will place in there. They pay me for a program that allows them to get into a home where they can live there and while they're qualifying. And they've had a very extensive, check over, background screen, tenant screen, verified employment, so on and so forth, all that good stuff. You will be able to approve or disapprove. Does that make you uncomfortable, or is that something that maybe you would be willing to do?
I might go for it. I would just have to vet the tenant buyer that you're talking about. I'd have to know a whole lot about them. I'd have to be able to scrutinize and review with my wife in a calm, relaxed manner.
Yeah.
What I
absolutely.
found is with the lease option, tell me if this is correct, Justin, you're probably not going to come across too many owners that actually are familiar with that strategy. Is that the case?
A lot of people.
Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Oh, me?
Yeah. You were
No,
saying
I
something?
was just saying, I talked to a lot of people with that lease option. A lot of people, they got resistance because they either been in it before or they'd heard something about it. So
Yeah. A lot of people have heard of it, and it's not that hard of a concept to grasp. Rent your property for 2 to 3 years before I buy. Okay. Well, if you go in like assuming they know the terminology, like rent to own. Yeah. Is this something you could rent to own? Okay. Well, that they might not really get what that is, because not everybody's rented furniture before from Rent-A-Center.
Good point. Very good point.
And hey, Justin,
Yeah.
also, that's why I guess we target rentals when we do the scrapes too, right? I mean, we do go out for sale by owners, but if you got somebody doing a rental, this is kind of right down their alley, man. They're gonna know.
Oh yeah.
They may not know a lease purchase, but they're renting their house anyways.
You're exactly right. I've talked so much about Zillow, right? I've talked so much about scraping Zillow with the automated REI, which is how I recommend everybody gets their leads for the pretty house business. And man, you're getting all kinds of praise and stuff, Clint. Look at this. Everybody's like, "Yay, Clint!" You hear
Where
the
is
crowd
it
going,
coming in? I'm looking at the chat. Are you seeing a different chat than I'm seeing?
Yeah, I get a conglomeration of all the platforms that come together. So because we're
Gotcha,
on several. But here, yeah, you're getting all kinds of praise. People are like, well, even Kelly Johnson here on the Facebook says, "Great job, Clint. Awesome."
Thank you, Kelly Johnson.
Yeah, I think the consensus is that, hey, you really went after me today.
I really think it was gentle, to be honest. Like after
feel
just
like
hearing
that
another
was
call.
gentle? I was like, shit. You ain't supposed to go hard, man.
Clint did his homework, man. From Monday, since Monday, Clint did his homework, believe me.
I'm like, I'm warming up. This is a warm up role play. This is you're taking it to the. I'm kidding, bro.
Hey, Justin,
Hey, I loved it, man.
I was
You
going through
did kick ass. Thank you. That was a great job. I'm sorry. What'd you say, man?
I said when he was going through all that, I guess when I get to the point now when I do a lease option, I'm gathering questions, but I got a consensus in my head that I got a dedicated buyers program that I'm trying to put you in to try to fix your solution.
Yeah.
So, and then if I can't help you, then it's not a good fit.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's the attitude. Hey, if it doesn't fit, don't try to put it on. You
Right.
are like, oh, what a perfect analogy, right? It's like that Cinderella, and the glass slipper.
And we do.
And you're trying to go around and find the one whose foot fits in the glass slipper. And if this one's a little too porky, it doesn't squeeze in. Hey man, how come with all the political correct shit going on in the world, nobody's got a problem with that? You know, I don't know. They're like, hey, we got a problem with you. You know, there's this guy that watches the show every week, Michael Burvick. I hope I said it right, Michael. Hey, thank you for watching, man. But you know what's funny about that is every time I look down and I see your name in the chat, I don't know why, from watching too much junk on TV, but I've watched tons of this guy too. I love him. I always think Ricky Berwick. It's Michael Burvick, but I always think Ricky Berwick is watching. Hey, anyway, if you don't know who Ricky Berwick is, gosh, where you been?
Who is he? Who is he?
Man, he is the one of the funniest dudes in the world. You just YouTube him.
Okay.
Ricky Berwick. And he will make you laugh. Rudolph, good to see you here, man. I ain't seen you here before. Say hello to us. Let me unmute your microphone. There you go.
Okay. How's everybody doing? Good to be here, man. I've been watching you for a while. You something else. I got to get with you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, man. Where are you calling from? Hey, thank you for the kind words, by the way, Rudolph.
Yeah, I'm in Dallas, Texas, man.
Texas.
I need you guys because it looks like Dallas, Texas is kind of harder to do things. It might be just in my mind, though. But anyway, I'm gonna keep up with you guys and see what I can do.
Oh, you talking about lease options or ugly house wholesaling?
Yeah, kind of both. Anything, first thing I can get my hands on.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
think?
Yeah. Well, call me sometime.
Yeah, I'm hungry, man. You know what I mean?
I know you. I know. I see it in your eyes, but you got the eye of the tiger. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Look at that.
Yeah, I get you.
Call me sometime, Rudolph.
All right.
Hey, thanks for being here. Anybody else anything else I can do to delay calling this lead? Is that how y'all are? Don't be that way. All right, let me dial the phone. Let's see what happens. This one, I don't even know where I'm calling into.
South Carolina.
Yep. South Carolina. Okay.
Or Alabama.
Hello, this is Justin. I'm calling about a property that I saw on Craigslist. It's 203 Village Walk. Yeah. Hey, excellent. I got the right place. Super. I'm a real estate investor and I'm looking to get another investment property. And I saw this one and it was interesting to me. So I thought I would just give you a call. I hope I didn't wake you up or anything like that, did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay, great.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you a few questions about it and let you ask me a few questions too, probably. And if it's not a good fit for either one of us, can we just tell each other no? Is that okay?
I guess so.
Okay, great. I'm looking to do something pretty quick and buy something pretty quick. So that's why I was saying that. If you want to tell me no, if it's not going to work for you, that's cool. So anyway, I saw it and it's interesting to me here, what I see. And how long have you lived there?
How long I've been listing? Just a month, I guess, or less than a month.
Oh no, I mean, do you live there?
No, this is a rental property.
Okay, so it already is an investment property.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, so are you just selling all your investment properties? Because I might be interested in more than one then.
Well, why don't you get one first and see whether I can sell the other one? If that works for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see. Yeah, that sounds so. So if I can do good on this one, that might open the door of opportunity for me, and that's great. I appreciate that. So so you're not selling all of them. You're just selling this one, huh? You mind me asking? Did you
I
ever?
might think later on. Right now.
Okay. Why this one though in particular? Did you have problems with it or something?
No, this one is in my daughter's name also. She's going to get married, so I need to clear the name.
Oh, okay. I understand. I think. Okay, so what do you think it's worth? What you're asking? Do you feel like it's is that how you priced it?
I priced it based on the location and based on the it's in front of a pond. So pond properties are a little bit expensive than the other properties.
Okay. And so you're asking a 150,000 even?
Yeah, we can go a little bit down, but not that much down.
Okay.
It's not that old. It's about 6 or 7 years old house. It's not.
Yeah,
old.
it looks
So,
it looks really good. Are these pictures recent?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well, I appreciate your time. I don't think as an investor I'm going to be able to make money buying it like that. Do you? Or am I missing something?
I mean, the rental is about 1,300 per month. You know, you can think of that. You know.
Oh, okay. Would you rent it to me for a couple of years if before I buy it? If I give you the 150?
You have to go through our agent. She's a rental property agent. She can. It's a landmark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Well, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for helping me out today and asking me, let me ask you some questions.
Sure.
I wish you luck with this one. Thank you very much.
All right.
Bye-bye.
No.
Okay, I dumped the call. You know why? Anybody tell me why I just jumped off the call so quickly?
Why?
You tell me.
Because it's listed with a rental agency. Is that why?
Well, no, not particularly, because
A
I'm
realtor?
talking to the owner or the owner's mother. So I'm cool with that. But I dropped it because it's
Because
worth.
she was,
Go ahead,
because-
Edward.
because she was an investor also.
Not because she was an investor. No, it would have been cool as her being an investor. I got off the call because she was not motivated whatsoever, was she? What was she on a scale of 1 to 10 motivation wise?
A 2.
A 2? Yeah, she was not motivated whatsoever, really. And not only that,
Get background.
how much equity was there?
Did we find that out actually?
Yeah.
I don't remember the answer.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, she's asking what it's worth at 150. So there's no equity there for a cash deal, is there? I can't do a junker kind of deal, a low ball deal. I can't do that with this one because one, it's very, very nice. And then 2, it's a pretty house, number 1. And then number 2, there's no equity. So what kind of deal would this need to be? It's not a cash offer deal. What kind of deal would I need to offer her? Creative, right? Creative.
Gotcha.
I can give her full price. I can give her what it's worth, but she's got to be creative with me.
The terms.
You got to give me one or the other. I can't give you everything. Okay. And when I explained that to her a little bit, I didn't even really explain it to her. I just said, so she said, well, the rent goes for $1,250, $1,300 a month or something like this.
13.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, okay. Would you rent it to me for a couple of years before I buy it? If I can give you the full 150? And then what was her response?
Yeah, I get with my management company.
Agent.
Call my property manager. She blew me off.
Yep.
I'm done. I'm out.
Did she say it was a new house, like, or did she say she just owned it for 6 or 7 years? I
6
forget.
years old. The house was 6 years old.
Okay, gotcha.
Did y'all
we
hear
can't
it
do a
okay?
wholesale.
She was kind of muffled, like she just
Yeah, it
woke
was-
up, like she
it
was
was-
hungover or
It
something.
was fragmented a little bit.
Yeah, she sounded a little hungover or something, like, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, actually not a bad call for a demonstration call. You know, could you see the 3 stages?
Yeah.
The agenda, the qualification section, and then the closing. And I actually went all the way through it on purpose, but I could have dumped this lady long before I did. I really could have.
Gotcha.
Guys, when you get on the phone with the ones that you want to be on the phone with, it goes so much more like this. So how long have you lived in the house? Oh, I've lived there for 6 years and I've got to move. I'm ready to do something, and this payment, I'm making it, but man, it's a stress on me. Yeah, so I'm trying to get out of here right away. See, those are the ones I love. It's like, you know, I can help these people for sure. And there's other people that aren't that desperate sounding as well that you'll help. But, you know, at the same time, that person was not a very motivated one. There are people on the opposite end of the spectrum. Okay, trust me. And actually, what we've seen some of this a little bit on some of these live demo calls. If you guys are into live demo calls, I probably need your advice. Cut out the bullshit talking and get right into the calls.
Right.
We can do that too. Okay. Just put it in the chat. Bullshit plus calls or no bullshit. Because I don't mind getting right on. I'll be like, welcome to the Real Estate Wholesalers Club. We're calling your leads. Boom. We're right into it. Okay, we can do that. But anyway, I'm having fun, guys. And then that's kind of what the show has been about up until now. It's just,
This is what it's all about. Wouldn't change nothing for nothing.
oh gosh, I love you. You're so great, man.
It's good practice when they pick up the phone and we get to hear live how it actually plays
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's valuable, man. Thanks for that.
Yeah. I don't know who said that, but thank you for the kind
It's
words,
me.
guys. Thank you for the
Raul.
kind words.
Hey, I would have. Hey, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
At that point, I mean,
Somebody's background noise is pretty bad. If you guys can, whoever's got that. Okay. Awesome.
hey, yeah, I was gonna just throw it out there. Could it be just towards the end of this lady? Maybe she's not motivated today, but 6 months from now she could. It's just to send her a note or get an email and do a follow-up. Would that be? I mean, she wasn't really very motivated, right? So I don't think maybe even this one would be a candidate, but to have an option to just reach out to these people,
Yeah. That's a great question. The answer to that in my opinion is don't chase this one. This one I would not chase, man. There are some that okay, here's what you do. And when you're in the qualification section and you determine that they're a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10, or you determine that they're a 1 or a 2, like that lady was, or maybe they're an 8 or a 9, they're on one end or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now here's the question. What do you do with a 5 while you're on the phone? You're talking to this person. You're like, man, this person's a 5. I'm not sure if they're motivated or not.
Talk a little bit more, right? Keep
Ask
digging.
more questions. Yeah. Ask some more questions, man. Was that Rick?
I would have kept digging with this lady because it sounds like,
Yeah.
I mean, there was somewhat of a level of motivation, but she might have got confused because to me, it sounded like you may have went from an investor to just wanting to, hey, could I rent that property? For a couple of years?
You might be right.
That might have confused her a little bit to me. And so maybe she'd say, no, not me rent it. Being an investor, I'm looking
Yeah.
at maybe using this as an investment opportunity and maybe
Yeah.
going into detail to really kind of
Yeah.
dig to see how motivated she could really is.
Yeah.
And that would only take another 30, 45 seconds, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Fight for it a little longer. You mean? Yeah. You might be right there, Rick.
That's just me though. I mean,
you might be right there, and maybe she would have went for it. My gut feeling with it is that she wouldn't have, but maybe you might be right. Whoever owns that lead, you might give them a shot back and say, hey, how about this? Try it again and see if maybe you can get her to go. You know what I mean? Rate these people on a scale of 1 to 10. And if they're a 5, ask more questions. But if they're on a 7 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or they're 4 to 1 on the opposite side, the 4 to 1s I don't really chase. But the ones that are 6 through 10, even if I don't close them today, and you won't on some of them, then what you're going to do is you're going to put them in your Trello board, Trello.com, or your CRM or what have you. Okay. And then you're going to keep track of them, put a due date on it, and give them a call again in a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. Because remember, they were kind of warm, they were kind of warming up to the idea, but it wasn't something, the timing wasn't right or something wasn't right, that day. Okay. Follow up with those guys. And trust me, you will get deals following up. It's a lot about the follow up. So don't neglect the follow up, but don't be following up with everybody just because you feel like you want to be thorough. Is it worth your time to follow up with a 1 through 4? Probably not. I personally would not follow up with that lady, just me and my business. But Rick, Rick actually, he has a different business and he has a different way and a different, different outcomes that he can go for as well. And so he said, I would have fought a little harder. Hey man, that's not wrong. You're right about that, So yeah.
I just add a little bit different of a variable and say, hey, if you don't sell it here on Craigslist or whatever, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because I'm looking for a deal, and if you're willing to make a deal, maybe we could touch base in the next month if it doesn't sell for you. And then I just put her on a drip text, and 30 days out, pop out a text, and sometimes they come around, but you're right, most of them don't. Yeah,
that's great, man. I appreciate you sharing this stuff. It's really good.
Hey.
It's making for great fucking content, man.
Hey,
what's going on?
Get in here?
Yeah, who is it?
Hey, this is Rudolph. Rudolph, can you hear me?
Yeah, Rudolph, what's up?
Yeah, I was wondering if they're on a scale from 1 to 4, and you're really not caring too much about them. I mean, can't you just shoot a question out there? Well, yes or no. I mean, would you do it like this? Yes or no? If they're on a scale of 1 to 4, and just either be with them or let them be gone.
Yeah, the Hail Mary. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's like, hey, this person, the likelihood of this, the chances are really slim that they're gonna catch what I'm throwing out here. They're like a 1 through 4, but I'm running out of time on the clock. I'm gonna Hail Mary. I'm going the distance. Let's just go ahead and see if we can close her right now. Yeah,
right now, that's it.
Doesn't hurt anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would even think, Justin, and I've done this before, is just ask them at the end of the call, and I make it a habit for myself, is just say, is it okay if I reach out to you in a couple of weeks? And even if they say no, I have several numbers. I'll reach out to them with a different number. I've done that. And maybe 6, 8 months down the road, man, I'll get that call. Hey, remember talking? That's why it's good having a CRM, like you mentioned. I haven't used this Trello. But
I love it.
But it's just a thing I kind of put into my, and 9 times out of 10, I don't get a call back, but you will make, because it's a paid lead. That's how I see it. It's like a lead's a lead, but I appreciate your input there.
Maybe that's it too, guys. You guys maybe pick up on that in me. I treat leads like they ain't worth shit, man. Like, it's funny. When I was getting started in my sales career as a young man, I had the boss come to me with leads, and he'd hold them up and he'd go, you smell that? You smell that? Smells like money. Here you go. Oh, no, you don't get any of these. Oh, wait. No, leads are for closers. Sorry. You got to work it the hard way. Hit the phones. Okay. So that was my experience. Okay. And so leads were like, God, they were like, you just the worship the almighty leads. It was like that. It was literally like Glengarry Glen Ross. It's kind of funny. But now I generate so many leads with so few dollars with the automated REI that, man, I don't care. I mean, tell me no, please tell me no. Because that way I can get off the phone and call the next one that's more positive. You know what I mean? That's just me though. Okay. I got to probably keep that in balance. And you guys probably got to keep it in balance too, a little bit, if that makes sense. Hopefully.
Yeah, it does, man. That's cool.
He said, yeah, that's cool. All right. Hey guys, it's been over an hour. We ought to sign off here. Any last business we ought to take care of before we get out of here? I like that song, but they're going to cut us on copyright now because of that. I'm just kidding, man. We'll probably be okay. Any last business, guys? Anything else?
I think you should go for another 60 minutes.
Yeah, man. That's cool. Thank you so much, Justin. It was awesome.
2-hour show, Justin. Let's go.
Yeah. 2-hour show.
We'll push through it. Thank you so much, man. It was a great call.
You guys are, man, you guys
We're
are
hungry, man.
tempting me
Hungry.
though,
One more call.
Yeah, we got one more call. What about the Alabama, Justin?
Yeah.
The Alabama. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, who does anybody else want to make a call?
No.
Particularly.
Not really.
What the,
We want to hear you.
We want to hear the pro.
All right, next Saturday then, guys. Next Saturday.
We got one more in the Justin. You're on a roll.
Yo, man. Come on now.
You bastards.
We heard that, man. We heard that.
Oh, what? I didn't say nothing.
We got one from. You see that? We got one in Alabama. They're just dying to hear from you, Justin.
Okay, let's call him right now.
He's dialing. Mute out
I'm
everybody.
dialing.
He's
the man.
Mute it out. Mute out.
How do we know this is Alabama?
Who cares?
It says AL.
What are you talking about? The one that says need a new number to call?
It says 801 Puritan Avenue, Muscle Shoals, AL.
I'm not seeing it.
It's right above the South Carolina one.
Yeah. It's about 4 above the South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's way up there. Okay. Sorry, guys. There's just numerous ones in there. I got to redial here because I put the wrong one in. If you guys want this one, we'll do this one.
Yeah, this is definitely Alabama.
Mute out Jamel again, that music.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. I like the song, though. Huh?
Yeah, me too.
Should mute everybody.
Y'all ready for this? Dingo answer shit.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
All right, I saw one more in there. You guys.
Did you dial the Alabama with the 256 area code?
That was it. No answer.
Okay. There's another one in here?
Yeah. Greg told me to stop with the bullshit and just get on the phone. You see that?
Thank you, Greg.
Striking out. Can you feel the tension in the air?
8, 4, 3,
Oh man.
I could feel it in my plums.
You can yeah. Down it.
Never heard him called that before.
Purple hue. Is that what he said next? He's the purple hue. Blue hue. I don't know. Hey, okay. All right. Love you guys.
Thank you, man. It was
I'm
good.
out. Hey,
All
we'll
right,
talk
good to
soon,
see
man.
everybody.
Hey,
Take
see
care.
ya. I'll talk to a lot of y'all this week. But anyway, if I don't talk to you, y'all have a great, blessed week and good success with all your endeavors. Hey, don't be afraid. Get on it. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right.
Take care.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Justin.
All right, see you.
Bye bye.